Welcome today Honda Accord 2.2 liter diesel engine, a fuel filter replacement, brand new filter over here with gaskets and everything. In some models there are filters located in front of the car, behind here, but in that case we don't have that filter over here in that model. So I'm going to show you where that fuel filter is and how to replace it. And let's start. Now for the filter location, we go down to the car, back to the rear end. The filter, here's the plastic cover, hold in with the 8mm bolts, and back here are plastic screw as well. And the filter should be over here, the fuel filter, which we have to change. So I start taking this cover off and then... Okay, now once you get the plastic cover removed, the filter sits over here with the 10mm bolts. Let's take this plastic cover off. Now the filter housing sits over here. As you can see, there are two 12mm bolts. One is over here, one is over there. But before I'm going to undo them, we release those electrical connectors. One which detects the water in system and the other is up there. Undoing the connectors, press this down and pull out, same with the up one. Now slide it off from this bracket, same with the upper one. So they sit at the side right here. So those bolts are quite rusted. This one came loose pretty easy. Here I had to use the special socket for that, because the bolt head wanted to round out. Now the bolt, the filter housing bolt, I used that socket set for rounded bolts and heads. And as you can see, that bolt itself, just the head, it's just rusted that much. The thread itself, it's okay. The last owner has been putting the copper grease here, but yeah, it is what it is. We got it out. Now we can start taking apart the fuel filter housing itself. Now, as you can see, the filter housing is off. Getting those pipes off a little bit tricky, but I'm going to show you what I did use for that. Those are spark plug pliers, actually, for spark plug coils, but you can use them to undo those filters. The trick is here that you press it in, then you push the pipe in, and then you can pull it off. Then it pops off very easily. And now nothing more than let's take a table and try to take this plate off. Okay, now when you set up the filter housing with the filter between the vices or something like that, 10mm, to take this off, we take this bracket off here, so we can fit the cup wrench over it in order to undo the lead of that housing itself. So now, in order to get this lead off, I use that type oil filter wrench. Those cups what I have, none of them is fitting, like usual, as usual. And what I did here, pretty much to get this lead off, place it in, like that. That sits behind this corner, holding with the other end, and then starting undoing it, like that. It came loose pretty easily, nothing hard. As you can see, previous owner of the car has been shipping those parts, so they probably used similar technique. Now, we got all the filter out. Here's the O-ring as well, the gasket. Comes with the new filter, which we have to replace. The new filter itself has to sit inside this cover itself. Down under there is nothing which holds it. Here is the water outlet, in case you need to let the water out, but in that case we don't have water problems, it's just a regular service. The new filter, pop it in this place, it goes in, you have to little bit press, then you can put the new filter back on, and screw the lead back on, tighten it down. Don't worry, you don't have to put it super tight, just enough to hold it so it doesn't start leaking. Now, once you got the cover on, that pipe back into the cover, don't over tight it, because this goes into plastic housing. You can break it if you go crazy. Now, this wire, the mass wire, which sits into this housing, is a little bit corroded. I'm going to clean it up, and then we can proceed back to the car and refit the housing. Now, once you're back under the car with the housing and everything, new filter inside here. Those fuel lines pop right into place. Make sure to line up those white tabs with those empty holes, so it pops right on and you don't have to mess anything else with it. I sourced the brand new bolts for the housing itself. As you did see at the start of the video, those were really rusty and that one bolt did round out. Now we have brand new ones here, so we don't have this problem next time doing this filter. Now the other person sit in the car. I let him prime the car like 4 or 5 times, then it should pull the filter full of fuel. This car has the pre-pump fitted, so we don't need to fill it or start bleeding the air out. The system will do it itself. But nevertheless, we have to still prime it with the key, cycle the key on. You can hear the pump going off. I am under the car. I'm not putting the car right now back before we start the car and see that everything runs and we don't have any kind of leaks from fuel lines. Then I put everything back together, finish the job, I mean. As you can see, the connectors and everything around. And nothing more than let's wait the priming procedure and let it start the car up and no pane käima, vaatust teed. Las ta tõuseb mõnda aega. Now let the car run some while. It shouldn't die out. Those Hondas are pretty good with those filter rings. You don't have to do extra bleeding. So everything is done. Cover is back on. Don't forget to put the plastic cover back under around the filter as well. Nothing isn't leaking. The car runs and it's done. Simple job, but the location of the filter is a little bit ridiculous. So thanks for watching and see you the next time.